Hello again, everybody. This is Bobby Mills for the Independent.com. We're going to switch gears here from football to basketball. A little late getting started, but our first version of In the Hoops, we came to no place else but Doniphan, Nebraska, at Doniphan-Trumbull High School. And we're talking to Kelan Buhr, head basketball coach at DT.
Thanks for having me, Bobby.
Hey, thanks for doing it, man.
Yeah.
So, you got to refresh me. How many years is this?
This is my 6th year as a head coach at Doniphan. It's my 11th in coaching here.
Yeah.
And I graduated from here, so I mean, if you want to go way back, we're probably looking at like 26 years of being around this place.
Yeah, you know the layout of the land here.
Yep.
I guessed 5 years and 10 years, so I was close. But anyway, yeah. So, who do you have the same staff that you had a year ago? Or?
Yep.
I mean, it's not like a football team where you have 16 coaches, but tell me about your staff.
Yeah, this is the 3rd year in a row we've retained the same staff. So our JV coach is Jeff Barnes.
Yeah.
He's a local guy. He's got some younger kids coming up. He works in Grand Island, and a guy that I really trust. And just as a we have similar philosophies and beliefs. So
that always helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then Ben Gehring is a science teacher here. He's originally from Ponca. He was a really good player himself.
Yeah, I thought that
back in the day. And,
yeah.
And the kids really like having him around, and so do we. So it's really nice. I've had to start over with coaching staffs in the past, and it's you don't know what you have until it's gone type of deal. And
I know.
I love having those two around helping me.
Boy, the longer it is, the more you trust each other's philosophies, and it comes across easier to the kids too. Who do you have? Dads helping out at the lower level, or teachers here at school, like in middle school, or?
Oh yeah. We've had dads coaching our youth program for years.
Good. Big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, especially this year. We were fortunate enough to still have our youth teams be able to practice. So.
Yes. Well, do you have a split girls season and boys season in middle school here?
Yes, we do. Girls are before Christmas. And
Yeah,
boys are after.
that's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why that is. Whether they have wrestling in a school this size, I imagine they do.
Yeah, and actually in junior high, our kids can do both, so they can wrestle before Christmas.
Wow.
And play basketball afterwards.
Hey,
absolutely.
You won't see that in high school.
No.
Wow. So how many kids went out for ball this year, basketball at Doniphan-Trumbull?
Yeah, we've got 16 out. We don't feature any seniors out on this year's team.
That's amazing. I looked and I thought, wait a minute, that's wrong. There's somebody not on the roster, but.
Yeah, and they're all good kids, just didn't want to pursue basketball, and I wish them all the best. We got 6 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 8 freshmen. So
wow.
Very young team.
Yes, and enjoy some good success. So my next question was, how many starters returned from a year ago?
Miles Sad is a junior. He returns. He started all last year as a sophomore on our team that went to state.
Yeah.
Andrew Stock has started a couple games in situations, and then that's it for starting experience. We do return Ethan Smith and Blake Dedamore, all that played varsity last year, but are definitely in a bigger role this year for sure. Doing a nice job.
I remember Dedamore for sure.
Yeah.
You guys haven't. It looks like you haven't relied a lot on the 3-point or the outside shooting. Am I wrong in reading that, or are you taking a lot of 3-point shots?
We take a fair amount.
Do you?
But we kind of have our own way of justifying it.
Well, yeah.
And if it's the right shot, and we've got good kids that can hit shots, we want them to do it. And the biggest thing, I know the 3-point line gets talked about a lot, and we in practice our kids really do a nice job of shooting the basketball, and then. Sometimes you're young, and sometimes the game moves too fast at the varsity level, and you don't see the ball go in right away. But we remain very positive with our kids and want them to take the right shots, even if it's a 3.
Well, that's good. Some kids will be real. You know how it goes. They get awful gun shy, and but when you give them the green light and they know it's a good shot, take it. Not a bad. Your 2-point. Percentage looks really good to me.
Yeah, a lot of layups, and probably just as a overall team, we shoot the mid range a lot better this year.
That's good.
So.
Hope the pull-up jumper. That's a lost art.
I know.
I love that Doniphan-Trumbull. At least since you've gotten here, I love the drive into the basket. Man, that'll just kill you.
Yeah.
And that's so deflating when you're for the opponent when they can get to the hoop that way. So. You're 4-1 right now. That's the schedule isn't that bad. I mean, it's not like you're playing 0-5 teams either. One lost a good St. Paul team, and you take that loss away, you're beating teams by 20 points a game. even with that St. Paul loss, 12 points a game.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, Blue Hill's not that bad a team.
Right.
Deschler, I don't remember who the St. Cecilia's in there. Ooh, I
Right.
bet that felt good.
Yeah, we're not ever giving those back.
Oh no, you gonna keep them on the schedule? You think?
We plan to. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't know. You wonder about a team like GICC, but hey, their time's running out too. You never know about teams like that. So, seventh in the wild card points. Were you about there last year? About the same position?
What were we? Yeah, we were the 7th seed at the state tournament, so we would have.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing really well. And did you expect that coming in?
I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, everybody's had to go through COVID, and
Gee, many Chris.
yeah, and last year we, as coaches, we kind of break the season down into thirds, and we look as far as ahead as a whole year, and just realized a year ago we were going to be very young and knew how big the summer would be, and then so you lose some of that, and we're able to practice now, but we were a little concerned going into the year where we might be, just because we like to do a lot of stuff with our kids in the summer, and we were able to do some, but the more you're around kids, the better you get to know them, and you build that relationship, and they know what you would expect them to do, and we're just going to go through some natural growing pains this year. We expect that, and that's part of growth. So we're excited for it. We're really excited where we're at, and we'll find out where we're at this weekend headed into the Christmas break.
That's a tough week coming up. This is Thursday, by the way, when we're recording. Tomorrow is Friday. Always has been, really. Unless you're going over the international date line, then you're whatever. Him and I haven't been through that, Chris, either, for a while anyway. But who is it tomorrow? I don't remember who you're playing.
Central City.
Oh, yeah, and they're 4-1, right?
Yeah, Coach Blaze hasn't playing well right now.
Yeah, I didn't expect that from that bunch, but looking back last year, maybe. And then, the UTAN, of course, you had a connection with UTAN for a while at the school here with the superintendent and his son. But,
yeah.
But that's a good matchup, man. I love those regional. How do you feel about that? I mean, I'm sure when Tino asked, maybe it's the Hastings College thing. Were you eager to do that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, why not?
We've been fortunate enough in the past, since I've been helping to play in the Hoops Classic in February. And, anytime you can give your kids an opportunity to go do something like this, it becomes a memory, something that they cherish. And, as coaches, it's going to give us an idea where we're at. I mean, we're going to play a really good opponent. It's been really good for, probably 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
And we're excited for the opportunity.
Good deal. That's Saturday at Hastings College, in case you didn't know, and you played a game too. I believe it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock tip. I think they're going every 2 hours over there. Yeah, get over there and see that, man. That's a good day of basketball. And then, like I say, Central City, they'll bomb the 3 on you, won't they?
Oh, yeah. They kind of, last couple years, been a little rough on them, but they definitely have some kids playing very, very well right now, so we got to be prepared for Friday and Saturday.
I wonder if those split ends go off for football. They did nothing but pass during the foot. I hope the quarterback does, for goodness sakes. So tell me about your starters this year. I mean, the starters right now, are they all juniors?
4 of them are.
And then you got a young kid.
Yeah, then we have a freshman. So
a freshman? Oh,
yeah.
Did you start as a freshman, by the way?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
I wasn't very good as a freshman.
Your brother?
No, Creighton didn't either.
Wow, that's boy.
Either,
you got good in a heck of a hurry, didn't you?
Yeah.
This guy can play, man.
But yeah, we feature Miles Sad, Ethan Smith, Blake Dedamore, and Andrew Stock are all juniors that start for us, and then Jaden Williams is a freshman that starts for us, and he's been doing a really, really good job. Coming off the bench, we bring in 2 more freshmen, and Caden Dedamore, Blake's younger brother.
Little bro, yeah.
And Preston Larson is another freshman, and then Chris Urich and Carter Schultz are guys that keep competing for time and definitely push us in practice right now. So hopefully we can get to where we're 9 deep by the end of the year. Yeah,
that's always a hope, man. And what's your tallest? It's been a while since I've been a tall guy that I remember.
Yeah, and since we've gotten one from Doniphan-Trumbull, we had a foreign exchange student that was 6'8" 1 year.
Yeah, that's about it, boy.
Yeah, so right now we don't feature anybody over 6'1".
Yep.
But I anticipate some of the freshmen to grow throughout the year, physically and definitely mentally and mature. I mean, there's just a lot of firsts that you got to go through as a freshman, and we went through our first road trip and the first long road trip and first time seeing 2-3 zone and stuff like that. So
that's all new, isn't it?
It is.
Do you, well, I remember, 6'1", the tallest player. I remember Kearney Catholic won a state title with a group like that. You're probably too young to remember that, but boy,
I
they
was a
were.
freshman
Yeah.
that year. Got to play against them.
Oh, did you? Oh boy, they could run, couldn't they?
Wasn't because the game was close either. I
Oh
can assure you
well,
that.
how is this team different from last year?
Um,
Or is it?
just a lot of newness. There's a lot of similarities. I would definitely say our team quickness is one of our strengths.
Always has been, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So a lot of newness, but we have a lot of players that play similar styles. We hope to shoot it a little bit better from the outside with this group, but yeah, hopefully we can just keep turning over every year into a successful program, and we're off to a good start. But the season is long, and we anticipate some bumps throughout
Yeah.
the season, and we got to learn from them and get better and be playing our best basketball towards the end of the year.
Did Doniphan-Trumbull lose any football games because of COVID? I don't remember that they did.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard
They
to
must
say
be doing
this is
something
why.
right here.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean,
Yeah, we had some players that missed some key games.
but not the whole team.
Right. No.
And I think that's a great thing because you guys must be doing something right because it can be misfortune outside of school, but you want to play it if you have the chance, and
Right.
some of it's up to us as adults, man. You know how it goes. So are your kids pretty focused on the COVID thing? They must be. We just talked about that.
Yeah, I think they do a nice job of following our school's protocols, and with basketball, where you got to wear them when you're out, they do a nice job of doing that. I'm sure every coach has a talk like, hey, we need to cut out going some places and doing some things, but it's also hard to try to restrict 16, 17-year-old
Oh, sure.
kid. So I think our administration's done a phenomenal job, in an unprecedented time. So I'd like to thank them for everything they've done. But yeah, the kids listen. We get our temperatures checked. They're ready to go, and they're focused. So.
Well, I think the NSA has done a terrific job in going full speed ahead, not worrying about it.
Yeah.
Just do it right, and we're okay to go.
Yeah.
I know my son was worried about basketball, and I said, "What are you worried about, man?
Yeah.
They did it right in volleyball. They'll probably be able to go in basketball."
Yeah.
So, but you guys want to start. That's all I hear about all year during football is basketball. So, I noticed you guys were in a holiday tournament. Is that something new or not?
Usually we are.
Yeah.
I kind of fell through, and just I think with the precautions, it just didn't work out.
I know there's some. Yeah, I suppose some of them do fall through. And
Yeah.
is that long layoff a concern? Or
I wouldn't call it a concern. To be honest, the holiday tournaments were usually not our greatest practices. It's hard being on holiday break.
it is, yeah.
Losing the structure, and we were always in a pretty good holiday tournament where we were always running into Elm Creek.
Ooh,
That's
yeah,
been
that-
very good. Cozad and Gibbon were out there. Parkview Christian last year.
Yeah, you never know about them, boy.
Yeah, so we'll adjust and we'll make the best of it. But it might be nice to take a little break and just focus on practice. And
I was going to say maybe you could get some of those, work on some things that you haven't,
Yeah.
been able to do. This has been kind of a grind. You played 5 games already. Well, is that usually normal for Doniphan-Trumbull to play 8, 9 games before the Christmas break or not?
yeah, this is our normal schedule.
Okay.
Nothing's really changed, and it's a nice way to split your season up into thirds for us. We usually get about 7 games before Christmas, and then
Cool.
try to cut it down after 14, and then you're headed into the conference tournament and then districts.
The real grind. I should know because I work with the NSAA sometimes. If you have a game canceled, can you replace that with somebody on the run like this, or does it have to be cleared through the? You maybe don't know.
I don't. I'm not.
And
gonna
football it
comment on that.
was,
Yeah.
you could do that, and maybe that's enough basketball games where if you have, you have a double weekend and have one called off, there's no big deal.
Yeah, and I think that's up to our athletic directors if they can make it all work. So that's why they get paid the big bucks. in
Well,
these
yeah, they might get
situations.
Millard West out here or something to play. Anyway, no. So, does a lack of a crowd in the audience? What do you guys allow here for a crowd? Just parents?
Yeah, right now we're at 25%, and
Like
yeah.
you're in the Hastings thing. or
we're
Grand
in Grand Island.
Grand Island,
Yeah,
okay.
we're in Grand Island. So yeah, right now we're 25%, and it's household members, and that's where we're at right now. And I mean, it's different for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have the student sections, and you don't have everybody that wants to come to a game can come to a game. But I think everybody's just doing what they need to do in this situation, and you know, once the game's going on, you really just it seems normal, to be quite honest with
There
you.
it is.
Yeah. So yeah, we miss our fans. We want our fans to be able to come, but
We have Strive here though, right?
yeah, we have Strive.
Or
and-
there's some means of getting on
Yep.
the air, so
Yep.
I'm sure they're enjoying watching. But yeah, you talk to a young guy or a player or any coach, they're going to say, we don't know what's going on around us. You know, we might if there's somebody, you know, real out of line in back of us. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's the same to everybody. It's a game we got to play and do the best we can. So, well, man, I'm happy with the way things are going here. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm well as well. So we hope to continue, and we'll just grow and learn from all the experiences we come up to.
Yeah, and as you, I don't know whether you guys know or not, Kelan's not a teacher here, and he just informed me that they have 3 coaches that aren't teachers here. Years ago that didn't exist. Now it's all over the place, and I think that's great because not every teacher in every school can do it all, you know. And
Right.
there's a shortage, boy. So shortage of officials and shortage of coaches. So I think that's really great. You've done a great job, and I hope you stay forever, man. You know, unless the Nebraska comes calling or something.
Right.
Hey, well, thanks. I appreciate it, and good luck against Central City tomorrow night. That's here.
Yep, we're at home on
Good.
Friday. And
Check online, watch it if you're a parent. For goodness sakes, be there. And then Saturday at 1 o'clock at Hastings College.
Yep.
All right, thanks,
you very
man.
much.
I appreciate it. Chris behind the camera, Bobby Mills, checking again with us for the next In the Hoops at theindependent.com.